The Infinity Machine by Sebastian Mallaby. The big question: what happens when one brilliant scientist decides to build a machine capable of understanding almost everything? Could it cure disease and solve humanity's greatest problem? Or becomes a power humans can no longer control? About the book. The Infinity Machine tells the story of Demis Hassabis, the creation of DeepMind, and the worldwide race to develop advanced artificial intelligence. It is partly a biography, partly a history of modern AI, and partly a warning about the struggle between scientific discovery, business profit, international power, and human safety. Who is Demis Hassabis? Demis Hassabis grew up in North London and showed extraordinary intelligence from an early age. He became a talented chess player while still a child. Lessons from chess. Chess taught Hassabis to examine possible moves, predict future results, create strategies, and learn from mistakes. A lifelong question. Hassabis became more interested in understanding intelligence than in becoming a professional chess player. He asked whether a machine could think, plan, and solve problems like a human or better. Computer games. As a teenager, Hassabis worked in the computer game industry. Games showed him that software could make digital characters appear intelligent. Beyond written rules, game characters still followed instructions written by programmers. Hassabis wanted to create machines capable of learning their own rules. Computers and the brain. He studied computer science at Cambridge and later completed a doctorate in neuroscience. He wanted to combine computing with a scientific understanding of the human brain, the creation of DeepMind. In 2010, Hassabis founded DeepMind with Shane Legg and Mustafa Suleyman. DeepMind's mission. Their mission was extremely ambitious: solve intelligence and then use intelligence to solve everything else. What is AGI? DeepMind wanted to create artificial general intelligence. Unlike a system designed for one task, AGI could learn and perform many different kinds of work. A hopeful vision. The founders believe advanced intelligence could help humanity solve different problems in medicine, science, energy, and the environment. Learning through games. DeepMind began by teaching AI to play old Atari games. The system received screen images, available controls, and information about its course, but no detailed strategy. Learning from experience. The AI tried different actions. Rewards taught it which actions were useful, while failures caused it to change its strategy. One method, many games. The same learning method worked across several games. This suggested that one AI system might eventually learn many different tasks. Google buys DeepMind. DeepMind needed enormous computing power and financial support. In 2014, Google purchased the company for hundreds of millions of dollars. New resources. The deal gave DeepMind powerful computers, major financial resources, and access to some of the world's leading researchers. A difficult conflict. Could DeepMind continue developing AI for all humanity while being controlled by one of the world's most powerful commercial companies? AlphaGo. DeepMind created AlphaGo to play the ancient board game Go. Go contains far more possible moves than chess, and many experts thought computers would need decades to master it. The historic match. In 2016, AlphaGo defeated South Korean champion Lee Sedol, winning 4 games out of 5. Move 37. During the second game, AlphaGo made move 37. Experts first thought it was a mistake, but it proved to be a brilliant and original strategy. A turning point. Move 37 showed that AI could discover ideas human experts had never considered. The machine was not only copying knowledge, it was creating something new. AlphaZero. DeepMind later created AlphaZero, which learned chess, Go, and Shogi by playing against itself. Learning without experts. AlphaZero began with basic rules and no expert strategy. Through victories and mistakes, it discovered unusual approaches that surprised experienced players. Games were only the beginning. Games were a training ground. Hasabi's larger goal was to use artificial intelligence to solve real scientific problems. The protein problem. Proteins are essential to living organisms, and their three-dimensional shapes determine how they work. Predicting one shape could require years of laboratory research. AlphaFold. DeepMind created AlphaFold, an AI system capable of predicting protein structures with remarkable accuracy. A scientific breakthrough. AlphaFold gave researchers a powerful tool for studying diseases, understanding biology, and developing possible medicines. The Nobel Prize. Demis Hassabis and DeepMind researchers John Jumper later received the Nobel Prize in chemistry for work connected with protein structure prediction. AI as a scientific partner. Hassabis believes AI's greatest purpose is to help humanity understand the universe. It could examine vast amounts of information, design experiments, and discover hidden scientific connections. The other side. The same intelligence could also support surveillance, cyber attacks, biological weapons, manipulation, and war. Its impact depends on who controls it and what goals they give it. Conflict inside DeepMind. The founders shared an ambitious mission, but they disagreed about leadership, control, practical applications, public policy, and the company's future direction. Hassabis and Suleiman. Hassabis focused strongly on scientific research and AGI. Mustafa Suleiman paid greater attention to practical uses and AI's effect on society. Dependence and independence. DeepMind needed Google resources, but it also wanted scientific freedom and protection from commercial pressure. Competition with OpenAI. For years, DeepMind appeared to lead advanced AI research. The rise of OpenAI and ChatGPT changed the competition. The power of language models. ChatGPT showed that AI trained on enormous collections of text could write, reason, answer questions, create software, and perform unexpected tasks. Pressure to move faster. Google and DeepMind now face intense pressure to release products and compete. Scientific caution existed beside the fear of falling behind. What is the infinity machine? AI helps researchers design better AI. The improved system then helps create an even more capable version. Each generation accelerates the next. Promise and danger. This cycle could produce extraordinary scientific progress. It could also become so fast and complex that humans struggle to understand or control it. The AI safety problem. A powerful AI might technically achieve its assigned goal while producing harmful and unexpected results. The race weakens caution. Companies and nations may understand the danger, but fear that slowing down will allow our competitor to take the lead. Are promises enough? The book questions whether corporate promises, internal safety committees, and voluntary rules can control a technology with enormous commercial and military value. The cost of advanced AI. Powerful models require specialized chips, huge data centers, electricity, information, and highly paid researchers. Only a few companies and governments can afford them. Profit versus humanity. Google's money made DeepMind's achievements possible, but it also gave Google influence. Can a private company pursue knowledge for humanity while competing for profit and power? Discovery and caution. AlphaGo showed that machines can discover original strategies. AlphaFold proved that AI can advance science. But the same race that accelerates discovery can weaken caution.